Chris, I have a simple question for you. Have you ever seen a more dominating victory by the Detroit Lions in your entire fandom?
I don't think so. And isn't it funny how this is a type of game, really, you can't let this go to your head almost,
No.
because this is what you imagine. Every pass is a completion. Every run is 7 yards.
Yes.
Every time he
Like
drops back to
9.
pass, it's a sack. Just ridiculous. Every time we get out to Swift in space, he wiggles for a touchdown. You're like, what is
Yes.
going on? So no,
Yes.
I haven't. And we've got some stats we'll run through. It's just mind blowing. It's an absolute domination. It's an NFL team. I know the Bears are 3-13, but you and I
Mhm.
hyped it up because I think we weren't wrong about this. This is an NFL team. This is a must-win game. We're the Lions. You just don't take anything for granted, and
Nothing.
we absolutely destroy them. How about you? I mean, I really can't remember a time where it was start to finish. It looks so easy.
Yeah, you said start to finish, and I'm slightly different on that because I'm starting and we're watching the game, and it's like, okay, Bears go down, score a touchdown, and I'm
Mhm.
like, all right, well, here we go, Justin Fields, right? And he's going to run all over us. Then we go down and we match it, and I'm like, track meet, because they go right back down,
Yep.
get inside the 5 or 10, kick a field goal, and I'm just like, are we going to be able to stop them? And then from that moment on, boom,
Yeah.
done. 34-0 Detroit Lions. The defense played out of their minds. And it was so much fun to see the adjustments by the defense. This was the game I was waiting to see from Aaron Glenn's defense. From an
Yes.
Aaron Glenn defense, can you make the proper adjustments to completely shut down a running quarterback? And to see Aiden Hutchinson, instead of just running and blowing by Justin Fields, say, no, I'm an athlete too. I'm just going to get in your face and not let you do anything with it.
Stuff like that. Yep.
Just
That
unbelievable. Go
was
ahead. Go ahead.
well, yeah, because we start out in man a couple times and he burns us, and you're
Yep.
just like 3rd and 8 for him is nothing, right?
Yep.
It's just I'm just gonna take off. I'm not even gonna throw it. And I'm like, if we stay in man and just stay in a deep, hard man, because
Dude.
that's our thing. We play man, and it's like no, but we adjusted and we did some twisting on the defensive line. There's a lot of things we did, but you said it. Perfect example is Hutchinson. I'm gonna be smart. I'm smart. I'm an athlete. I'm
Smart.
playing this game.
And I get
Like,
that's a different video. And I know we're going to
yeah,
talk about our defensive ends and some of
yep,
the, we almost did QB spies with our defensive ends. How many teams can do that? We need to move on past this. But let me ask you this
yeah, yeah.
question. You look at these numbers, you got pulled up right now, just the team stats.
Yes.
I would ask you what specifically stands out to you, and you can answer that way. But is there any place we didn't dominate? Like, what does
No.
stand out to you of something that you're like, absolutely did not think that's how it would go?
Um, so I just thought to myself, so rushing yards,
Okay.
we we give up 200, fine.
In the first quarter.
Exactly. If you watch the game, you know this is just a couple big plays, fine. But we rush for 265. We just get our running game back.
Mm-hmm.
We're running with no problem
Mm-hmm.
whatsoever. We're running, and this is with 40 carries. So, this yards per rush is a little skewed at the end. We're just running it, but we're
Yes.
just gashing. And that's what we were really hoping to see. And that's what I really liked. What about you? Anything stand out that you
Well,
loved from these kind of?
I do have a standout for you, but unless the graphic was wrong at the end of the game, the rushing yards that we had in this game, what was it, 268, whatever it was, it said that it was a record, a Detroit Lions team rushing record. The last time we ran for more was 1980.
Mm,
That means, I mean, just think about it. 10 years of the greatest running back of all time, we never ran for more yards in a game than we did today. During that entire, like, that's unbelievable to me. Like, Barry's ran for 240, but
oh,
as a team, we didn't run for more. Like,
I
it was
know.
just,
As a team, so let me read this to you, Craig. I got just a couple things. You pick out your favorite performance or whatever. So you got the O line just dominating. You have Swift being Swift of the old
mm-hmm.
days, or not of the old days, of just what we imagined. Of he explodes through. You
The
got
Swift, what Swift does 2 or 3 games a year.
yep. That you're like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, next year, wait till he gets healthy. Well, finally he
Mm-hmm.
did it. You've got Goff just looking comfortable making plays. You have Jamison Williams getting in. And oh, nice. You have St. Brown. Every time we needed
Mm-hmm.
when there was even a hint of, oh,
Mm-hmm.
3rd and 8, we better get this on touch. St. Brown, 9 yards. Hutchinson, James Houston. What of those names and performances did you like the most?
There's zero doubt in my mind. I loved all of it, but Goff's kind of been doing this. St. Brown's been doing this. We've seen Swift pop before. We expect the offensive line to play well. To see our two defensive ends, one have the most sacks through first 6 games in a career ever in James Houston. The other one to be the first person to record, what was it? 7 sacks, 3 picks, and 2 forced fumbles or something like that. Like first ever rookie. I think only the second person ever to do it in the NFL. And so like when I look at that, I'm just like, do we have our bookends of the future? So for me, to answer your question, it's a no doubter the emergence of James Houston. That's just what it is. Sorry.
Oh, 100%. I'm
love
with
it.
you. James Houston, I thought he was coming into this game. I thought, hey, great story,
Gadget.
great little gadget piece. What a cool little, I can get in there. Get in there third and long, third and forever, get him in there. But now all of a sudden you actually have him in there throughout most of the game. And there was that one play where he drops back in coverage. Then he decides, I'm just going to go up and tackle him. And he just explodes up to Justin Fields. Exactly what you don't do, because Fields is going to go around you. But his explosion is so strong. His burst, he tackles, forced fumble. I mean, I'm just like, what? So
what just happened?
You're exactly right. That is what stood out to me, was James Houston and Hutchinson playing smart, just filling the stat sheet, forced fumbles, fumble recoveries, interception. If I would have told you all this, you're like, oh man, your team had a great game. It's like, no, this is one guy.
That's one guy. That's one guy.
Unbelievable.
How about the speed of Williams when he got around the edge and was an open field? Like almost too fast to know what to do, because he should have cut it up and he should have cut it in and set out. But like when I watch him, it reminds me when I was watching the college football semifinals last night. You're watching these games and you're just like, wow, there are some players that just have electric speed, because speed can separate in college, unlike the NFL.
That's right.
Jameson Williams on the end around, that speed separated. Like you could see he's faster than everybody on this field. And it didn't look the same as like Tyreek Hill. That's not what I'm saying. But that was difference making speed that I can't wait to see unleashed next year. Or even a couple times this year, we finally found a way to get him the ball. Chris, that's different looking speed.
Yes, that was okay. There it was. That's the stuff that we've been waiting for. Yep, and perfect play call. Everything was right, and you said it. This happens sometimes, and it happened even to Zylstra, where he's like, "Oh, he's got it. He's open," and he makes too many moves, and you just fall. And it's like, yeah, okay, what? That's exactly what happens when he's so fast. Oh man, it was play after play. Oh, great play by everything that we talk about and want to see happened play after play, and it was like, this is just the coolest thing ever. Thank you, Lions, for this. Yeah.
One more takeaway for you.
Yep, hit me
before we end this, and you tell me if I'm crazy on this. It showed what this team can be, and I'm still scared because I don't know how much of Goff's success is Ben Johnson, how much of Ben Johnson's success is Goff, but what it did show in this game is when our team is playing solid defense, we are an unbelievably good football team. So what the direction is of this franchise is shore up the defense.
Holy.
And go there first, because the pieces on offense, they're kind of there. They're there. And so you don't just rest on that. You still add a piece or two. But if you can get this defense as a top 10 or 15 defense next year, this could be a scary team.
Yeah, dude. And that's the thing. And you can't tell because our defense has been so up and down. It's hard to pinpoint it. But when we're good,
different than last week.
Oh my gosh.
Just nuts.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll end this one. We've got more videos to come. We wanted to give our first impressions. We're just really excited about this. I'll let you end it, but I just
how can you not be? To all of our friends in West Michigan that are Bears fans, because Chicago's kind of close, I hope you enjoyed this game. I will be seeing you on the text threads. To everybody else out there, hit that subscribe button if you have not already. We'd love to have you part of this community. Great place for Lions and Pistons content. Great place to talk when the Lions get a victory. See you guys on the next one.
See ya.